and they're going to be fighting each other in big fights.
Leonard, you guys have 4 of the premier welterweights.
But if I was Terence Crawford, I'd probably be a little pissed off because one, their company just signed a heavyweight to allegedly $100 million deal. If I'm Terence Crawford, I'm sitting there like, hold up, you know. But that ain't none of my business. I'm just saying this because a friend of mine mentioned this to me. I ain't asking for a friend, but a friend of mine mentioned this to me, though.
You was a part of the think tank that bought out Bob Arum. What does Bob Arum do that when a fighter is approaching his prime, they say, you know what, I think the better deal is for us to bet on ourselves? Mikey Garcia's done it. Floyd has done it.
Well, what happens is it's a mentality. I have nothing to say about Bob. He's a Hall of Fame legendary promoter. I mean, he's promoted the biggest fights, but the times have changed. Times have changed, and you know, he's still a very sharp guy. You know, but in our case, you know, it comes a time when a fighter, he wants to, especially when he's spent a long period of time with your particular company. Fighters, they grow, they get better, and they want to be entrepreneurs. Everybody can't do it, and it doesn't work for everybody. And we've known that some of the fighters have moved on and had a tremendous amount of success, and Floyd has been the #1 guy that left them. But he honored his contract, had an opportunity, moved on, and went on to make over $1 billion. That's it's a wonderful thing, and I can't really speak on Oscar's case and Mikey's case because I wasn't involved in that case. But all along, Floyd knew he had the confidence that he could be his own boss, and he went on to do it better than everyone. And he set an example for not just boxing, but for sports in general. And I don't think he gets enough credit for that. But hey, you know, wish all those other guys the best. You know, but Floyd did his thing.
Leonard, you have PBC has 4 of the premier welterweights right now at this time. Danny, Keith, Sean, and Earl. We're in
and Manny Pacquiao.
And Manny Pacquiao, 5. You're right.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
100%. Yeah. 100%. You're right.
Don't leave that.
He's new. My bad.
Don't leave that Hall of Fame. Don't leave that Hall of Fame legend out there. He's a beast.
So of those 5, it's March now. Will we for sure see 2 of these 5 in together before the end of the year? At least, yes.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. Al is a genius. He has a great master plan. I'm very familiar with what that master plan is going to look like. And you're going to see all these great fights, these great fighters fighting each other. And that's what the fans want to see. They got guys to fight. they got guys to fight. You know, people can scream, rant, and rave, and it is what it is. You know, the summer, yeah. I'm not willing to say that yet, but I know who he's fighting, and he's going to fight in a big homecoming fight. Yes, yeah, and we're gonna show you how to sell out arenas. Tank Davis is the biggest young attraction in the sport, and it's not even close. You know, and the numbers don't lie. You know, we put him in the co on Badu Jack and DeGale and Barclays, and we know, you got 2 guys who are from Europe. Well, Badu being from Sweden and DeGale being from the UK, and then we had in the co-main event, we saw what it was, and we saw what the numbers look like. We bring him back in the next fight, 14 and some change. You know, I take him to the UK. He sells out Copper Box. Then and obviously that was the Floyd show on with McGregor. Tank Davis is a box office draw. He has tremendous star power, and he's going to be the biggest fighter in the entire sport. And again, I'm going to keep on saying it because it's the truth. He has the it factor. He has the it factor.
Now let's move up and wait a little bit. Deontay Wilder just announced that he's staying on Showtime. He's going to fight on premium Showtime.
Of course.
And can you talk about that and then
excellent move.
Reinforce. I know we all knew it last week, but reinforce the fact that betting on yourself, because in my humble opinion, if it does $1 million pay-per-view buy, that's $100 million right there, plus $100 million over, that's $120 off the gate. And $120 million, one fight is worth the entire contract, and people don't grasp the concept of.
Well, that's because people don't understand the business of the sport. When you sit around and you listen to a guy who's a fast talker, you'll get caught up into that. But one thing that we do and we understand is the business of the sport, and having done it at the highest level for so many years, broke all the records, we know what it is. But when you only understand, and some of the fans aren't educated about that portion of it, and to be honest, some of the media people, they look at it, oh, well, you know, this guy was offered this and this guy was offered that. Well, the other guy was offered $50 million and he chose not to take it, and we know, I can tell you this for a fact, all roads to the heavyweight division leads to Deontay Wilder. He's that dude. He's the guy.
And he didn't, in my humble opinion, he didn't turn down $120 million. He turned down his own.
Yeah, I don't want to get into the details of that because I'm not his promoter or anything. But I can speak on the business side of that. He made a great decision, and the fans and the people who don't understand that, it's just because you don't have the foresight and understand how this works. He's betting on himself, and rightfully he should. He's feel very confident in his ability. He's a tremendous fighter, and he's the guy in the heavyweight division. Others might be betting on the other guy that signed with ESPN, who, you know, at the end of the day, what has he done? You know, what has he done? So we know what it is, and you know, at the end of the day, Deontay Wilder is the man, and all roads leads to Deontay Wilder in the heavyweight division.
Thank you.
Sure.